If you can't tell, spring is already in the air. That means we are looking for more things to do outside and with our neighbors and community members, specifically right here in Keego Harbor. So with us right here live on the Splash is Keego Harbor Parks and Rec member Kirsten Sonneville-Douglass. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you for bringing some more spring activity and excitement right to the show. So first and foremost, can you just tell us what Keego Harbor Parks and Rec is doing ultimately just to prepare for the spring and summer season?
Oh, this is when it gets busy, right? Because we want our community out and connecting. And so it kicks off with starting some beautification projects within our parks, like canal cleanup at Willow Beach. But then we've got some fun community events like the egg hunt. We've got a community garden that will be opening. So we've got a lot going on this spring.
Okay, that's very exciting. We will talk about the canal cleanup coming up as well. That's one of the things that we are familiar with as well. But how is the city ultimately working to ensure that the parks and public spaces are ready for increased use during these warmer months?
Well, your commissioners, the group of volunteers that are on this Parks and Rec Commission, will do a park evaluation. So just making sure to see what projects need to do by, and just taking a look at all of the playground structures, the little gazebos, the picnic benches. We're always looking for volunteers to help. We need help with cleaning up some of the grills in all of the parks. So there's so much to do, and we're always looking for help too.
And that's great. That's a good point that you just brought up, some of the improvements that we are looking forward to. But how about in the last year or since the last season, has there been any improvements to any public spaces or parks that we should know of?
Yeah. So many. We added a disc golf course. That was a huge one over at Baxter Morgan. And so we'll be adding signage there as well. So that's an ongoing project. I'm hoping to do some parking over there as well. That's always an issue in our small little city, is not enough parking. What else are we trying to do? We've got some wetland initiatives over at Fran Leaf, making sure that we're keeping the canal clean. I know that we're talking about that.
Right.
But what else is there? The park right behind City Hall, making sure that that pond is taken. I know Doug, our DPW, is really trying to make sure that that's beautiful and kept up too. So we've just got tons of projects. And then last spring, we kicked off something with the Keego Connect, where we painted all of the ballards at a couple of the parks just to make it pretty and colorful. So people that are walking, you got the image there, which I love. And so just when people are walking the trail, they get to see some colorful ballards with our parks.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, you can see the visuals right here on Civic Center TV if you haven't seen it before. Yeah, a beautiful day outside. Good time to be out there, be around other people, and just enjoy that spring and summertime, which we have to right here as Michigan residents as well. So with me right here live on the Splash, by the way, talking about the spring and summer season coming up in Keego Harbor Parks and Recreation, Kirsten Sonneville-Douglass. And since we are, just go ahead, segue right into it, the canal cleanup. Can you just give us an overview of what we are expecting as volunteers for this upcoming event?
Bring your boots, your waders. We just need manpower to help clean up the leaves that get pulled into the canal at the Willow Beach swim site. That's one of our parks. It's a little small swim site, and it ends up being pulled into the Fran Leaf part. And so we want to make sure that we're keeping that clean. And so when the water levels are low, that's the best time for us to do it. And we're super thankful because we do have amazing volunteers from the Willow Beach Association that do kind of help clean up during the year. But this is just kind of the big initiative to get all of those leaves that fell in the fall, get them out of the water, and so that it can move past cleanly through there. So we just need manpower. Bring your boots, your waders, and we just kind of take it out of there. And it's fun. It takes a couple of hours.
Yeah. And are you looking for more volunteers now? Is there still a sign up? And if they wanted to, how could they do so?
Always looking for volunteers for anything that we're doing. And actually, there is no sign up, just show up.
There you go.
It's on April 5th from 12 to 2 at the Willow Beach swim site.
Perfect, perfect. Now let's just speak to the people who are listening and watching right now, and they want to help in some sort of way, but maybe it's just not in their schedule for that specific day and time. How can local residents and businesses get involved beyond just attending this event?
Connecting with us, right? Connecting with us on Facebook or connecting us with our city website. We're always looking for volunteers. We're looking for commissioners for our commission as well. It's a volunteer commission. And so, yeah, they can connect with us there. Come to any of the events. We've got pretty much all of our commissioners come to almost all of the events. And so if they have questions or want to get more involved, we'd love to connect with anyone.
Perfect. And this is just one of the many initiatives within our community, right, that ultimately needs volunteers in order to work, in order to even be impactful. And with that being said, can you just speak to the difference that it makes to have volunteers to help out in these public spaces to keep our canal clean? I just want you to just talk about the impact that it has.
It's impactful in many ways, right? Just with us connecting with our neighbors and being servants and just wanting to do better for our community and our resources, right? This is just a simple resource that we're keeping beautiful, but it helps, right, the ecosystem as well. So it's just a multi-level contribution, and when you volunteer, it helps everyone.
Yeah, and I would agree with that as well. It's just a good deed overall, and just knowing that you contributed to the beautification, environmentally speaking as well. I mean, we are getting out there and doing a good deed for our community and connecting with each other, but like we said, it's also cleaning up the environment as well, and that's a good key thing that just helps out in the long run as well. Kirsten, we appreciate you. Is there any additional information, details that people could reach out to, or if they want to find out more details about this event or anything else that has going on in Keego Harbor, I should say?
Always connect with us on our Facebook page, which is KH Parks. And then also the city website, we have the calendar there, which is keegoharbor.org. And so just, yeah, we'd love to connect with you. We've got a couple events. We've got that canal cleanup coming up. Our community garden is also going to open on the end of April 26th, and we still have plots available. So if people want a little garden, that's another opportunity for them to connect. And then the big kickoff for our events really is the Memorial Day events with the ceremony and the parade.
Lots to look forward to in the spring and summer of 2025, and we appreciate you for taking time to bring it to our audience as well. Once again, from Keego Harbor Parks and Rec, Kirsten Sonneville-Douglass, we appreciate your time and information.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.